Hey, 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 it's your old buddy Steve, your old buddy, your old pal, your guy's favorite, right? Did you guys miss me? It has been a while. It actually has been a while. I apologize for taking a little bit off. Um, as you know, I've been running an Indiegogo campaign for the Sawyer Massacre. And hey, last night we hit our goal. I am so excited for that. I see we already got Susie Lopez, John from Behind the Fiends podcast, and Aaron Johnson already in the chat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Aaron is actually in the competition today, and there's still an opportunity to get into it if you haven't yet. We've only got 3 competitors. We've got Aaron, we've got Carl Basillo, who's not here yet, I don't think. If any of you guys are here, just say hi in the chat. You know, Carl Basillo and Yanni Sigonius. There's Carl. But there's still a chance you can get into the competition. The perk is still live on the Indiegogo. So I wanted to bring this opportunity to you guys as well. And there's Yanni as well. So all 3 of the competitors are here, which is awesome. I wanted to just we'll let you guys decide this. We'll let you guys decide this. But since we hit our goal, and since the campaign is going to be going on till probably February, we might end it a little bit before February, but we'll see how fast we hit our goals. I would like to hit every stretch goal on that campaign. Obviously, I'd like that. I'm not expecting to, but it'd be nice. It'll just allow us to do more. And I can keep that perk up on the campaign if you guys are okay with it. And this could be like a semi-final round. And then we can do another round. I want to let you guys choose though, because you guys are our contestants, and if you guys want that, whoever wins this gets the chainsaw no matter what. I'm good with that. But since the campaign is still going, and we can keep that perk on the campaign. If not, all I have to do is click one button and it hides the perk. And there's Christian Spencer. Did I see your pick on Instagram? Probably not. I probably have. It depends on which one. I haven't. It's been busy, man. Today's sort of my last busy day when it comes to social media for a little bit. After this stream, in fact, you won't see me probably for a couple of days. It's like this after every campaign. I will definitely check it out, though, for sure. So, yeah. I could do that. I'll definitely check out your pick. But I may have seen it, but I'm so busy. So busy with this now. And it's not just the Indiegogo campaign. I'm really, really happy we're in demand. I really won't actually be promoting it that much over the next month or so because I'm just so busy with other aspects of this film, such as making sure we've got good locations. I have to recast a couple of actors, which I don't really like having to do because casting is something it's something I take very, very seriously. I want to make sure that whoever we cast in the roles is the right person. I have taken a couple of auditions over the last couple of months, ever since I knew that these actors were probably going to leave the project. But I mean, at this point, I haven't seen an audition that I'm particularly that's jumping out at me. I've seen one with potential, and I went back to that person and said, "Send it to me this way, please." But it is what it is. We will make sure those roles are recast. Hopefully, preferably from some people from the Austin area of Texas. But it could take a little bit. I don't want to rush it, which is the biggest reason why I'm going to officially announce that we are not going to start shooting in October. It's not that I couldn't shoot in October. It just doesn't make sense to, because we want to put out the best product possible. Like I said, with recasting is a big one, actually, because I mean, I could give the role to one of those actors that auditioned, but is it really going to be right? You know, is that actor really going to fit the role? Or I could give it to somebody who is, just passes. At the end of the day, I want the right people for the roles. And that's just super important to me. And that's just one factor. I don't think we'll have the right location for our house, for Grandpa's house. Now I've posted that image on social media. Part of me is almost still regretting it, but you guys really wanted to see. I'll show it again. This is what we see for Grandpa's house in the film. Or is it not showing? It's not even showing. I can't even figure out how to do that through through StreamYard. I'm still new with StreamYard, guys. Sorry, I think I have to add a separate screen for that. Anyways, you guys have all seen it. That's the point. You guys have seen that image, and I don't want to. I want to be able to deliver on that image as best as I possibly can. As best as I possibly can. So hopefully we can deliver on that. That's all I can say is hopefully we can deliver on that, and we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah. Anyways, because we found other houses in Texas that are like, it's not bad, but it's not that, if you know what I mean. And I posted on Instagram and it got a ton of likes. I posted it on other social media. A lot of people really dig the look of that house. I've had a lot of comments, but that house is in New Zealand. We ain't going to New Zealand to film this movie. I'll tell you that. We're definitely not going to New Zealand to film this movie. Can I even give my shout outs to Breathless Beauties? Let me see. Oh, are they even showing up? I've done this before, though, with that. That's a weird thing. Wonder if it's the screen type. Maybe I have to change that. No. That doesn't do anything. I've probably goofed up my settings a little bit. Sorry, guys. But shout out to Breathless Beauties and Ms. 44. I don't even think I got to do that last show because I had Bruce Dale and Dave McRae on last show. That was an awesome show, by the way. I had a lot of fun chatting with those two guys. And it was nice enough the day I caught a bit of Dave's show today, and just met, say, hey Dave, we hit our goal, and he was nice enough to shout it out, and so that's pretty awesome. So we're excited, but it's always awesome when you can have one of your peers like Dave McRae, a fellow Canadian too, other end of the country for me, but a fellow Canadian nonetheless. And a pretty popular YouTube channel, somebody I've been watching since 2017, in fact. So that's pretty cool. That's definitely pretty cool. Yeah. So let's just Behind the Fiends. Breathless Beauty makes awesome horror themed dolls. She does, and I wish I could share her stuff. For whatever reason, I can't share them today. I'm gonna have to work with it a bit. I don't know why all of a sudden I can't when I could before. I did it in my first show for. Hey, see, Josh from Camp Blood Media is also in here as well. Congrats on meeting Michael. Oh yeah, thank you guys. Thank you all for the support. I did a live stream earlier where I was just thanking everybody for the amazing support. We didn't have a massive goal that we wanted to hit this time because I knew I only had 30 days to do it. Which is why, again, you're not going to see me posting a lot over the next 30 days because I'm just so swamped with stuff. Not just film stuff too, but mostly film stuff. Mostly the Sawyer Massacre, but I also have a short film I need to finish the post-production on. It's been sitting for months now. It's been edited and color graded and color corrected for quite a while now, and I just haven't got to finishing the sound, the mixing the sound and composing the score. I just haven't had a chance with this movie. Now I'm going to finally have a little bit of a chance, so I'm going to take advantage and get that movie out there for you guys, because you guys are probably going to want to see that. I think you guys are going to like that film. It's got a bit of a twist at the end, it's a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if you consider that a twist. Yeah, I think it's a twist. I won't say too much. But the movie's called Disorder, so be ready for that. We're gonna release. I don't know if we'll. You know what? I don't know if we'll release it on YouTube right away. We might want to enter it into festivals. It might be good enough to enter into festivals, which is hard to believe because we made it on a budget of uh, under $300. You make a movie in 2 days, budget of under $300. Anytime you make a movie for three figures, even a short film for under $1,000, it's low budget. But we managed to keep it very simple, location wise, character wise, and I wanted to make sure it was simple. And I think we still came up with a really good short. I have a hard time with short films because I always want to do lots of character development, and there's really very little you can do in 10 minutes, though, in a 10-minute short. But I always try to do as much character development and whatnot as you can, but you really shouldn't when you're doing a short. Really shouldn't be too over the top with character development and all that kind of stuff, because it's there's just not enough time. Otherwise, it's just not going to. You're not going to get across the actual plot very well. So, how's it going, Josh? I'm doing great now that we got our campaign in demand, and I can take a little breather after tonight. Even today, it was busy. I had a lot of stuff to post. I still got a little bit more I got to post. We got a couple more associate producers I got to announce. So I'll probably get to that after the stream. Just do it in one post. Both associate producers, really great people that took advantage of the referral program we did, and that's why they're getting the associate producer credit, because they kept pushing, no matter what it was looking like. They just kept pushing, and even at a time when it looked like we probably weren't going to hit our goal, it looked like it. I was pretty nervous yesterday. At 6:00 was rolling around. I knew I had this live stream. We did that live stream, and thank you everybody who tuned into that live stream. It was a lot of fun. We had both our antagonist and protagonist on that stream. Our Leatherface and protagonist Jimmy, played by Jordan O'Neill, fantastic actor, who just won a bunch of awards for his own creative film / series, I should say. So congrats to him. He won Best Actor and everything like that. So really, congrats to him for that. He's well deserved on that, and it was awesome to have him in the chat, as well as our not just producers. One of them's in the chat tonight, John Evans from Behind the Fiends, but also sponsors. John from Behind the Fiends became one of our new business sponsors, along with Michael Baran of Wildlife Command Center. Both of them are going to have their logos featured in our film. Very, very exciting. Very awesome to have sponsorship from businesses such as John's and Michael's. And there's still a few of those perks left on the campaign for anybody who wants to become a sponsor of. If you own a business, it's actually really good advertising. You can look at the stream last night where Michael talked about it. He's done stuff like this before, and it is really awesome for your business. So it's definitely well worth it. Michael Baran, really, he's an awesome guy. So we're really happy to have him be on our team. And he was in Texas Chainsaw 3D. It's my least favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, but still, he was. There you go. Anyways, Nerd Parole Lifeform. Hey, Meet Mungus, first time on your stream. Hey, thank you for tuning in. If you want to take part in our trivia tonight, which we're going to start very, very quickly, I'm going to leave it open until we start, and see if I'll even check to see if we've got anyone else that wants to be a part of our stream, be a part of the trivia tonight. We just had a contribution from somebody who got the Blu-ray, but I think that's the only one we've got that's recent. Yeah, that was from earlier today. So if you want to be a part of the trivia tonight, anybody who's new here and wants to take part in the trivia, go to our Indiegogo campaign. The link is in the description. Go to the Sawyer Massacre Indiegogo campaign, and it's $15. It's called Chainsaw Trivia. It's got the same picture of Scotty holding a chainsaw. That chainsaw is going to be won by one lucky person who wins it, who's the best at trivia. I think did I get the go ahead from guys to keep I've been neglecting your guys' chats. I do agree with the other contest. I'm down for the campaign. As much as I want the chainsaw, I say keep it open and raise more money. Yeah, well, there you go. If you guys are open to this being a semi-final round, we'll keep that open. It's not a huge money thing for that thing because it's only $15 Canadian. So in American dollars, it's like 25 cents. No, it's a little more than that, but I always over exaggerate the conversion. But Aaron Johnson, how long will the movie extra perk be available? As long as it hasn't sold out, and as long as our campaign is going. So that'll stay on the campaign as long as it doesn't sell out. We've got quite a few spots for that. We have something in mind that we actually specifically want to do for the movie for that extra perk. So there's a really good opportunity with that perk to get your face shown on camera and kind of have dialogue. I'll say kind of have dialogue. That's all I can really say. You'd have to DM me. I don't want to spoil anything about what we're planning to do with that. But yeah, it'll be available as long as it doesn't sell out. I think we've only sold about 3 or 4. There's a lot of great perks we still have on the campaign that are actually really good. I'm surprised we just sold out of the photo cameo late last night, I believe. I think we sold out late last night. I was one of those perks that put us over the edge. We were like minutes away from not making our goal, and we made it. So that perk is gone now, but most of the other ones I thought that were going to sell out haven't sold out yet. A lot of great perks on there. Look at them. Ask me questions if you have any questions about some of the perks. It helps to ask because I can only put so much detail on the campaign about the perks, and some of them have a little bit of complex detail. Even this particular perk for the chainsaw trivia may have been a little bit confusing to some people. It's hard to say exactly what this is. It's a trivia night that we're going to have, and the winner is going to win a chainsaw. The chainsaw that we used in the film, not the film, but the teaser trailer, signed by our Leatherface actors. So there you go. Pretty cool stuff. So maybe not a lot of people got that. In the last campaign, a lot of people were saying, why don't you raffle it off? And Indiegogo has rules against that. Raffles are technically illegal online. So Sawyer family portrait is awesome. Good. Yeah. Did you get that one, John? A few people have got it now. So I'm really happy to start seeing that go. That is an awesome perk, especially if you're a collector. If you're a collector, this is movie memorabilia here. Okay, you're going to have a similar photo to that. If you guys know the picture I'm talking about with the Sawyer family members from the original all together in front of the house, we're going to do something very similar to that with all of our actors in the Sawyer family. They're all going to sign it. It's going to be a framed portrait, I believe 8x10 portrait, I believe is the size that we're looking at. And they're all going to sign it. And the thing that's really cool about it, in my opinion, is and this could be considered a little bit spoilery, a little bit, very, very minor. So cover your ears if you don't want to hear this. But the thing that I think is really cool about it is there's no scenes in this film where all of the Sawyer family members are together at the same time. So that makes it kind of unique. This is a one of a kind of thing. Hey, Joe from Fangoria Faithful is here as well. So there you go. Yanni says, when are the hoodies and the other things going out? Ooh, the hoodies, I could see getting some of the hoodies out before we start filming in March. But typically, we wait until after filming. It depends on how busy we are leading up to production date. But since we do have a fair amount of time, there's a good chance we could get things like the hoodies and the t-shirts and the posters done before filming. So those things are possible to get out probably by early next year. Things like the Blu-rays and the DVDs and the VHS, those will be a long time. Those will be long after we've got the film finished, because of course after the film's finished, we have to get them sent. We have to get the movie sent to the company that makes them, and then they have to go through the whole process of making and ship them back to me, and it's a long process. It would probably, and this is pretty common on crowdfunding campaigns, that the Blu-rays and DVDs and all that are usually not released till about a year after the film has come out. Hopefully it won't be that long. I've never dealt with those types of companies before, so this would be a new experience for me to see how long that process really is. But I think we could probably get the hoodies out before. We have to finish the crowdfunding campaign first, though. So if we end the crowdfunding campaign early enough, because we have to have a full order, that's the problem, right? We have to have the full order. If we're near the end of the campaign, I could send the order in with a few extras, that kind of thing. But yeah, at least we might be able to send them out before we start filming. There's a good chance we could. Depends. We'll see. That's the best answer I could give you, Yanni, as I know you ordered a couple of hoodies. Do you like the new hoodie we went with? You can still get the old design that we had on our last campaign, but we were really digging. We had a lot of good comments on the new design, so we're planning to go with that. Well, I've been yakking long enough. Shout out to Michelle from Breathless Beauties, and shout out to Michelle Blasky of Ms. 44. Wish I could show your stuff. Hey, Heather Loves Horror is in the chat. Did you get any of my DMs about the t-shirt? Since we're in demand, you can still get it. But anyways, make sure you check I think I DM'd you on both Facebook and Instagram. So I guess I don't know. Not everybody checks their messages. It's all good. Yanni, I think you got 2 hoodies. I think. I got the orders. I got all my orders in my Google Docs. What's the hood? They got your logo on them, and they got the chainsaw and some blood splatter. They're pretty cool. Yeah, go to the campaign, check them out. I kind of redesigned them a little bit. I wanted more than just the logo, I guess you could say. So if nobody else wants to join the trivia tonight, we're gonna get started. So I'll check one more time to see where it's at. We'll keep that perk on the campaign, and if we've got nobody else wanting to join Chainsaw Trivia tonight, which it looks like we don't. We just got 3 contestants, and we'll do this. This will be for a finalist spot, and I don't know how many. It's a long ways until February. So if we could do a couple different of these, we could have like 3 finalists sort of thing. We could do two more semifinals after this, and then a finalist. That might be good. We'll see. That might be a lot too. So we'll call this Chainsaw Trivia Round 1. We're good with that. Susie Lopez. Sorry, I was busy with with koi fish. Oh, and your pond with koi fish. That's all good. You don't want to join the trivia though, Susie? Because if you do, you got to get the perk on the campaign. Just saying. No, I'm sorry. I'll check out social media. I didn't want to hassle you too much, but you had mentioned that you wanted a t-shirt in extra small. And there's a way I can do it for you. I can't actually add it to the campaign because once your campaign is set that way, they kind of stick to it unless you haven't sold any anyways. So I think we've got our 3 contestants. So that means we can't have any help from other people in the chat. You guys can chat, but you guys can't give away answers, or can they? Do we want to do it where they can give the other person the answer? Maybe, I don't know. Yes, you want to join? Okay, so if you want to join, click on the Indiegogo link, and it's $15 Canadian, so it's like $12 US, and get the Chainsaw Trivia perk. You just have to get that Chainsaw Trivia perk. It's $15. It should be the third one down or across, depending on which what type of device you're on. So we'll wait for Susie to get that perk. Like phone a friend. I don't know what you mean by that, Joe. Joe, by the way, in case you guys don't know, Joe designed our logo and our posters. He's an awesome graphic designer. I do all the promo stuff that you see me posting, but I'm no graphic artist. But I use a lot of Joe's stuff as my template for creating it, so it doesn't look too bad because of that. Because I'm using his logo all the time that he made for us. So we'll just wait. I have to get a confirmation email that that you were able to get that perk. Sorry, guys, for making you wait. We have to wait until Susie gets that perk. I tried making it clear how this works, guys. Okay, not everybody checks in on all my live streams on Instagram and Facebook, and so yeah, I should have sent you a message, but you know, I should have sent Susie a message saying, "Hey, if you want to join the Chainsaw Trivia, here's how you do it." Here's how you do it. How this will work as far as I'm going to ask you guys a question. The first answer I see, first person to get the answer right that shows up in the chat gets a point. We got 3 rounds, 5 questions each round. We did this similar with this way with the last trivia that we did. This is all Texas Chainsaw Massacre trivia though, and it's not just the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's all of the films. There's going to be a little something from every film, maybe even fan film stuff too. We'll see. Carl says I still have to watch your Texas Chainsaw 3D rant. I do like the movie and gave my nephew an Old Man Leatherface hoodie for his birthday. It's a change of pace and the callbacks are great. Oh, it's all good. You know, I didn't enjoy the callbacks as much. I mean, I wanted to, but I mean, I love the opening scene to a point. I love how well they did the house and everything. But anyway, I'm going to get into a big rant if I get into it. I don't want to get into a rant. I don't want to do that. Still hasn't come through. I don't know if she's having troubles. Susie, you having troubles with that? Oh, I don't have money. Oh, but I will. Then you're going to have to wait until the next one, Susie. Because we're going to do, this is a semi-final round, and only people that have gotten that perk can do it now. So you'll have to wait till the next one. Get that perk when you can, and we'll probably do our next semi-final round probably in, I don't know, September-ish, I'm going to say. September-ish. That's a good enough. I think it'll be September-ish. We'll see how many people we have in it by then. And you know, if nobody else ever enters this again, then whoever did win this one will win. Okay, I guess we're ready to start then. We're ready to start. So the first round will be the simple round. So these answers won't be too hard. If you know anything about the films, you probably get some of these right. Round 2 will be medium, and round 3 will be tough. And you guys can use Google at your discretion. You guys can, but then we'll have a little bit of a time limit because we don't want to be here all night. It's already 7:30. I've been yabbering on for over half an hour now, and we haven't started the trivia yet. So let's start it. Let's start it, folks. Let's start it. I got my questions here, and I'm getting it all tangled in my headset wire. Okay. Here's your first question. Going back to the original. This could be tricky. You might have to Google this. This actually, maybe I should have put this in the round 2. I don't know. We'll see. Round 1 will be worth, each question will be worth 1 point. Round 2, 2 points. Round 3, 3 points. Makes sense? And I'll be adding up the scores as I go. I should actually write your names down. We got Carl. Annie and Aaron. So I can keep track and make sure we have a clear winner. Okay. So you use your chat and Google if you have to. Okay. So in the original film, how were the Sawyer family members credited? Like, what were their names actually credited in the film? Each member. How were their names credited? The first person to give me all correct answers for each member, each family member's credited name. So that's the names that appear for them in the end credits of the film. First person to give me that will win. We'll get a point. And we'll see. We'll see if they have to be exact. They have to be exact. I promise I will have you can't be in the competition until you've gotten the perk, until you've actually gotten it. So you will be in the next semifinal or so. Oh, I know. You should have entered, Joe. You should have entered. We'll see who knows. So exact names, how they were credited in the end credits. So maybe you have to go back and watch the end credits to to see how each family member was actually credited. You want their real names, not the actors' names, the characters' names. The characters' names. How is each character credited in their names, in the character names? Because most of them have been named something different since then, which makes it a little bit harder. Maybe this question should have been around. We'll give 2 points for this one because it feels like the more I think, I felt like it was an easy question when I wrote it. Now looking at it now, like, it's not that easy, really. Not that easy. But a true diehard Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan should know it. Should know how each member was credited as. Yeah. Now, obviously, we won't consider Grandma because Grandma was not played by anybody. So you don't have to have Grandma in there. But there were 4 other actors in roles. So each actor's character's name. The actors playing each character. We had Gunnar Hansen. We had Ed Neal, Jim Seedow, and the wonderful John Dugan, who's in our teaser trailer. Yay, John Dugan. I'm not seeing any answers yet. Not seeing any answers yet. Okay, Aaron Johnson. Hitchhiker, old man, Leatherface, grandfather. Aaron Johnson, you are 100% correct. Yes, he got it. Yes. So, I mean, later on if you watch a family portrait, they were credited as Hitchhiker, not old man, but the cook, Leatherface, and grandpa, not grandfather. So that's why it's a little bit tricky for some people. So Aaron gets our very first point. That took a little bit, but we got it. As I said, would make that 2 points because it was a little bit harder than it should have been. Probably. Hopefully, these other ones will be a little bit easier. Okay, so here's your next question. Who played Leatherface in Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3. Who played Leatherface in that one? That one should be fairly easy, I would think. I would think. But maybe you guys aren't as big chainsaw nerds as I am. And I don't even like most of the films. But I know a lot about them. I know a fair amount anyways. Who played Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3? Carl said, oops, hit the wrong button. yeah, Carl, you got Leatherface, but you're still behind. Aaron Johnson again, R.A. Mihailoff. Yes, Aaron Johnson is in an early lead. That one is definitely only 1 point, though. Definitely. Okay. Here's another pretty easy. Oh, Carl, you're just a little bit. I'm not going to worry too much about spelling unless it's really, really off. But still, Aaron Johnson and Yanni actually both got in ahead of you. According to my chat anyways. I know sometimes the StreamYard chat can look different than the YouTube chat. I will just make sure that is the case with YouTube as well, and it looks like it is. Yes. So I think what shows up on YouTube is always right, not necessarily StreamYard. I think. We'll see. Okay. Question number 3. What song played after the opening scenes of the remake? I would say opening scene. After John Larroquette's narration was finished. What song played? And this should be easy. This should be the fastest typer gets it sort of thing. Let's see who can. Carl, you may have gotten in ahead if you didn't put I can never spell the name. If you didn't type that in with your answer, maybe you would have beat. Just saying. Okay, you split it up, Yanni, but we'll give it to you. So he had Sweet Home and then he had Alabama. We'll give you that. You've got it all. You're just in 2 different chats. Yanni gets a point for Sweet Home Alabama. Funny bit of continuity error. That movie took place in August of 1973. Sweet Home Alabama wasn't released until summer of 1974. So, bit of an error there. But I guess they really wanted to use Sweet Home Alabama in that movie, even though it hadn't been released yet. It probably was they may have been recording it in the studio by then. Probably. Anyways, moving on. Fast fingers. There you go. Exactly. That's how you do it, though. Okay, moving on. These are all the easy ones, so these are just 1 point. In Leatherface 2017, which character was shot in the head by Stephen Dorff's character, which was a sheriff of some kind? What's the name of the character that was shot in the head by Stephen Dorff's character in Leatherface? First person to get I don't think the characters really had full names in that movie. So first name is all we need. Character that was shot right in the head by the sheriff. Point blank range. She was on her knees. Oh, I kind of helped give it away there a bit by saying she. Oh, so there was a full name for Clarice Wanders. I didn't know there was even a full name. You should almost get double points for that, but we won't. It's just, was that really her name, Clarice Wanders? Or is it, oops, okay. Hey, well, it was Clarice. So Yanni gets a point. You guys know your stuff, or are you guys just really fast with Google? I don't know. Yeah, Clarice. Yeah, you got beat out again, Carl. So far, we'll just do the score here. Aaron is in the lead with 3 points, and Yanni is in second with 2 points. Carl, yet to get there, but I got faith in you. Got faith in you. Moving on to question 5. This is the last question of this round. Last question of this round. Okay. In Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, what relation was Dennis Hopper's character to Sally? What relation? They were related in some way. Father? Nope. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Uh, Carl Basile. Okay, he was the uncle. Okay, there you go. How did I miss that? There you go. And then lazy reviewer. I didn't see Carl's. I saw lazy reviewers and trying to keep my mouth shut. Okay, Carl, you're on the board. Finally, you're on the board. Trying to keep my mouth shut because I didn't see Carl's. Sorry about that. Carl, you got that one. That's the end of round 1, everybody. So it's anybody's game, really, because that was easy round. That was the easy round. Okay, so after 1 round, Aaron is in the lead with 3 points. Yanni is in second with 2 points, and Carl, you're on the board with 1 point. So let's see what happens in round 2. Am I still there? I saw how weird it was. I hope I'm still there. Just make sure I'm still here. Am I still here? It looks like I'm still there. Oh, I froze. Oh, I have frozen. Can you guys still hear me, though? Why did I freeze? Uh-oh. We're having some connection issues. Can you guys see me? I saw that I had a weird thing happened, and I'm looking at the stream on YouTube, and it looks kind of frozen. Still seeing here? Okay. Why do I look so... from what I'm seeing, I look very blurry, and I don't know. A little choppy. Yes, choppy. Choppy is the right word. That's the word I was looking for. Ah, man. Hopefully we're good now. I think we're good. We've had weird Wi-Fi here lately. Well, uh, here's the thing that happened recently, guys. It's kind of a tragedy, actually. It's not good. Downtown, there's a lot of construction going on in Kelowna. And the about 5 days ago, I think, we lost some people because of that. But yeah, ever since, I guess it cut out a lot of power, and everybody's Wi-Fi seems to be a little bit choppy now. So hopefully, I'm not going to be too. Yeah, that was a very unfortunate thing that happened the other day. I think 4 people died, or was it 5? No, 5. Not good. That thing doesn't usually happen around here. But there's a lot of construction going on now, and sometimes faulty stuff. I guess it was really bad. Everybody was pretty shocked by it. Everybody was a little shocked. Okay, as long as you guys can see and hear me now, let me just check it one more time. Why does it look? Yeah, it looks super from end. but I don't know. Kind of glitchy here and there. Gets on auto tune voice. Oh, great! That's all. That's what I want. You're totally going to be able to make out what I'm saying for these questions if I'm on auto tune voice. How am I now? How am I now? Let's just. I don't want to continue if it's not good. Somebody say something in the chat. There's more latency in the chat than there's been in the past on StreamYard. That's not good because we've had usually you guys respond to my chat pretty quick. Now all of a sudden I'm seeing you guys chat. That's so sad. Yes, it was very sad. Still hear you. Okay, you can still hear me. Then let's go from that and see you. Still good my way. Okay. Are we good to go? Sounds good here. Okay, good. Let's just roll along, everybody. We're just going to roll along. Okay, round 2. These questions get a little bit tougher. They get a little bit tougher. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes, you know, if you have a guess, just guess. You might be right. You never know. In Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation, which is a lot of people's favorite. No, I still hear most people say it's their least favorite, but that's okay. In Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Next Generation, how many people were killed by Leatherface with a chainsaw? How many people did Leatherface kill with a chainsaw in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation? How many? We'll see if we get some answers. Let's see who is fast on the fingers. I hope some of these are questions you can't Google too well. I don't know if you'd be able to figure that out in Google. Maybe you would. Probably might have to search a bit though. How many people did Leatherface kill with a chainsaw in Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation? I mean, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? It's got to be high. 15 people. Carl Basila, nobody. That is exactly 100% right. He didn't kill a single. In fact, he only had one victim total, as I recall, in that movie. He killed one person in that movie, and it wasn't even with a chainsaw. And yet they still had the nerve to call it Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, Carl, now you're tied for the lead all of a sudden, just like that. Just like that. How about that, huh? Kind of a trick question, I guess you could say. Carl got it. Carl got it. Nobody. I'll take body counts for 200, Alex. Yeah, I think I think it's been a while. Matthew McConaughey's character had more kills in that movie, I think, than Leatherface did. I think. Don't quote me on that. It's been a while. It's been a while, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. But, you know. Moving on to question 2 of round 2. Question 2 of round 2. This one is not too hard, really. Really. We'll see. Other than the Sawyer Massacre, name 4 different Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan films. Fan films. So stuff you can see on YouTube. 4 different Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan films. Man, if it was like 1 or 2, it probably would be a 1-pointer, but we want 4. There's at least 4, or there's at least 6. Some of them are hard to find, though. I think you can fairly easily find 4, though. I want the titles of all of them. I need 4 Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan film titles. I did a whole stream talking about 4 of them. So I know there's at least 4. And I've seen a couple others, too, that aren't worth even talking about. I did kind of the top 4. The top 4 that, you know, get views and stuff on YouTube. And I actually networked to some degree with all 4 of those filmmakers. Half of them I didn't have good networking with, but I still tried networking with them. In fact, one of them is, I won't say anything more, but yeah. This must be a tough one. It's awfully quiet in the chat. Awfully quiet. Nobody's got some stuff for me here. We'll see. Hopefully I haven't gone choppy again. Have I gone choppy again? Oh, my Wi-Fi isn't bad. The Wi-Fi apparently stayed pretty good on my end for yesterday's live stream. Hopefully. I hear crickets. Okay, Yanni has got Sally's Escape from Hell, Last Roundup, Gasoline, The Chicken Run. Okay. Ooh. I don't know if I can give that to you because one of the titles is not quite right. I gotta get the absolute right titles on all of them. Let's see here. Gasoline, Sawyer, The Butchery of Leatherface, Sally's Escape from Hell. That's only okay. Sally's Escape. I can't give you that either because Sally's doesn't. If I'm gonna be hard on Yanni, I gotta be hard on you. I need the right titles. I left out Texas Chainsaw. No, you didn't leave out Texas Chainsaw. Music is my life. What? Sally's Escape from Hell. So I'm gonna give that to Aaron because he corrected his Sally's. I'm not sure what you mean by I left out Texas Chainsaw. Is there a fan film called just Texas Chainsaw? I haven't heard of that one. If there is, let me just look at that. I will look to see if there's a fan film that's just called Texas Chainsaw. If Yanni is right, if he is right about that, fan films, then I will give him the points. But see that what you had left out, I'm not seeing that. What you had left out in one of your answers was you had Last Roundup, but it's Last Roundup Rollin'. So you missed out Rolling Grill. So I don't see one called Texas Chainsaw. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Music is my life. That's one. There's one called Music is my life. I don't see. I'm not seeing a Texas Chainsaw one. But yeah, I don't know. Music is my life. I know that's a line from one of them. I believe that's a line from Gasoline, from Chop Top. But I don't think there's a fan film called that, is there? Okay, I'm right. Yanni says I'm right, so then we're gonna give the points to Aaron on that one. We'll give the points to Aaron. 2 points for Aaron. That puts him back in the lead by himself. Aaron's back in the lead. Carl is in second with 3 points. So Aaron's got 5 points. Carl's got 3 points. Yanni's got 2 points. Okay, there we go. Moving along here. It's a tough one. Name some Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan films. There isn't a lot of them, and none of them are really kind of made at high quality. I would have also accepted Yanni, though. I would have accepted, even though it's not on YouTube anymore, at least not the full version. I would have accepted First Annual Barbecue, which you were in. That was my fan film it was my first film ever. I would have accepted that. It is still a fan film. I think there is the original really short version we did on YouTube somewhere. I think I could be wrong though. Would have accepted that. You didn't put it in, and that's okay. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna find. I know I have it on one of my hard drives somewhere. Maybe I'll post that online someday. Post it on my YouTube channel just for shits and giggles. It's definitely not really something I'm super proud of. I mean, I'm proud of it because it was my first jump into filmmaking, but I don't look at it and say, what a masterpiece I created. Definitely not. But Yanni was in that. Yanni was in my first film ever, and he was great in it. He was great. He was great. I just met him that day and everything. Our Leatherface actor was somebody knew him really well, and Yanni was actually last minute because we lost a couple of actors. I think that day, just like right on the spot, we had to improvise. Yeah, first annual barbecue. Can't believe you didn't think of that, but it qualifies. It does qualify. It's not great, but none of these are great movies. Did you see Chicken Run? Anyways, next next question. Jesus, already 8:00. That's okay. We can go as long as we want on this, right, guys? We're having fun. Having a few beers, chilling, relaxing. It's all good. Having a good time. Talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hopefully spreading more word about our campaign, which is now in demand, which is awesome. But man, let's hit some stretch goals, right? Stretch goals. Oh yeah. Just saying. Got hung and drug. Yeah, I got hung and drug. You had your kids upstairs. I remember that. That creepy house. Nasty basement. Man, that was a nasty basement. Man, I'll never forget that. Man, we might have similar conditions with this movie. We'll see. Hopefully we have it a little bit more controlled. Like that one was like, there was bat poop everywhere, and let's won't forget that. All right, where's my next question here? Oh yeah, that's the next one, right? Yes. In Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning, where were Dean and Bailey planning to go? Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning from 2006. Where were Dean and Bailey planning to go? Scared the heck out of my daughter. Yeah, I can imagine. She was only like 6 or something. Then I want to think. I think I could be wrong. Ooh. Sorry, I just knocked my mic there. Alrighty, let's see if we're gonna get some answers here. Let's see. Who knows the answer to that question? Why am I getting a million messages right now? It never fails. I'm doing a live stream. I get messages. It's all good. It's all good, right? Vietnam. No. I do that a lot on my podcast. My hands, my hand always finds the mic while recording. Yeah, it's my feet here. I don't. It's kind of a weird rigged system I have here. It works so, but it's Nam. It's not Nam. It's not Nam. Not where they're planning to go. There we go. Yanni got it. Mexico. Yes. Dean and Bailey, his girlfriend, were planning to go to Mexico, but he was supposed to be drafted to go to Vietnam, but he was not planning on going. He was planning on skipping that draft card. Yeah. So Yanni gets that one. That puts Yanni in second place. Sorry that I wasn't even wanted to say hi. Hey, no worries, man. Thanks for saying hi. Thank you for saying hi. It's all good. Fangoria faithful, have a great weekend, Steve, and all. Steve, don't make it too hard on them. I'll be in touch. No rest for the wicked. Yeah, no quit. Hey, this is for the finals. It was originally going to be for the actual Saw. Now we're choosing to make it for the finals. Okay. Anyways, moving along here. Moving along. Thank you for tuning in, though, Joe and Mandy. Thank you guys for just saying hi, even if it's just real quick. It's all good. It's all good. All right, where was I here? Oh, what was the original title for Texas Chainsaw 3D? What was it originally titled as? Before it was released, of course. At least while they're in production for it. I think they knew that they were going to change the name to Texas Chainsaw 3D probably a few months before they actually released it, something like that. 4 or 5 months, but I remember it was originally on IMDb as a little bit different. Let's see if anybody knows that. Crickets again. This will probably suck, the movie. I would have taken probably out there. So obviously John is just joking around. No, not Texas Chainsaw. Nope, Reno. Probably wondering, how does Steve know all this stuff? Well, there is some research involved in me coming up with these questions. Hey, do your thing, cuz. Hey, do your thing, cuz, the movie. I remember when it was like upon release. The Legend is Back. Nope. When it was upon release, everybody was thinking that Trey Songz is going to have the line, "Mofo go chainsaw." Mofo got a chainsaw. That was the thing online. Is I bet he's going to say that. I don't think he ever did, but it was like, "Oh, Mofo got a chainsaw," and I thought, yeah, I could see that movie doing that, but close enough. Anyways, there's some pretty bad dialogue in it. Pretty darn bad dialogue in it. Boy, nobody's getting it. I actually thought this one wasn't that hard. I thought it wasn't that hard. In fact, I think we talked about this on the live stream last night because our executive producer slash sponsor was in that movie. He was in it. Just saying. It would have made the movie 10 times better. At least you get to laugh at it a little bit more. I'm surprised I don't see. At least they didn't have a fight scene with Buster Rhymes. Yeah, that's awesome. I am surprised nobody's got this one. I didn't think this one was that hard. I was kind of hesitant to put it where it was. Oh, can I give him that? I don't think I can give you that, Yanni. You're close, though. You're very, very close. Very, very close. Leather fave? Nope, not leather fave. Leatherface, that's what Yanni said as well. It's very close, but not quite there. We got to make these ones exact, otherwise, I mean, if you misspelt it a little bit, then I would have been maybe okay, but it's got to more or less say the title. Headhunter's Horror? Nope. You're just making this stuff up now, Carl, unless you know something I don't know. It was never posted on IMDb that way. This name was actually on IMDb at one point before they changed it. So if it was called Headhunter's Horror, wasn't listed on IMDb, I'll tell you that much. Because I was following it. Man, I am a fan. And I was hoping for it to be good. I remember when it was announced and everything, I was paying attention. And hearing the premise, I was like, oh, really? That's where they're going with this movie? I don't know, but we'll see. And we saw. Always skeptical now. I'm still waiting for a release date of the new film. I am not optimistic, but I'm hoping for the best still. I am still hoping for the best. It doesn't sound like it's going to be good, but hoping for the best. Whoa, I'm surprised this question has stumped everybody. I honestly thought this could have been a one-pointer. I thought it's kind of in between. I'll be honest with you. I thought it was. But we'll definitely give 2 points for it. It's weird how sometimes I think questions are hard or easy, and it's the other way around. Isn't that weird? We've had that in trivias before. We did trivia night for my 1,000 subscribers a few months back. And yeah, there were definitely questions in some of that. No, not Leatherface Returns. And you're not in the competition anyways, Carlos. I could see it being called Leatherface Returns in other countries, though, but it wouldn't have been in the US. But either way, that's not the answer we're looking for. You're not in the competition, so too bad. I'm surprised nobody's got it yet. I'm really surprised nobody's got this yet. Texas Chainsaw 3D original title. The title they were going by, at least while they were filming it, the title it was listed as on IMDb, that's what we're going for. Before it was changed to Texas Chainsaw 3D. Wow. We might have to give no points on this. We'll give it a little bit longer here, a minute longer or so, and see if anybody gets it. I wonder if I can find it if I Googled it. Because I'm sure that's what you guys are doing, right? I'm gonna Google it and see if I can find it. If it does actually say anywhere. Oh, you guys were looking at Wikipedia, weren't you? Well, that's where you guys came up with Leatherface. Wikipedia is never 100% right. Maybe I should give you guys points just because of that. Yeah. I forget when it takes place. The title. Oh no, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong info there. So no, I cannot give you guys that. I wonder if it does say in the production. Wikipedia is never very good, though. You can't really go off of Wikipedia. Yeah. You might actually have to find YouTube interviews to know for sure. Yeah, it doesn't even say. Doesn't even say in Wikipedia anything as far as development or anything. Nope. So we probably won't be giving points. Hey, I see that Michelle Blaski's in the house. In the house. You know, they Google and nobody can find it. Well, I know that there's at least a couple of YouTube interviews out there of people talking about it during production that say the name. Oh, hey Steve, just joining us. Got your message. Hey, thank you, Michelle. Thanks for tuning in. Maybe this is just semifinals. There's a chance to get into finals. Next semifinal round, because we're going to keep it going. It was going to be just final if we didn't hit our goal, but we did. We did hit our Indiegogo goal. Nobody's got this answer. So, hey, Al. Sup, Steve? Sup, Al? Thank you for joining too. So everybody stumped on this answer. Does anybody in the chat answer to this other than me? Which is the answer. The question is, what was the original title for Texas Chainsaw 3D? Now that we've got some new people to join, Michelle Blasky and Al, what was the original title while it was in production? It was even listed on IMDb as this until they changed it. I'm just interested to see if anybody get it. So you guys obviously won't get points because you're not in the game. But I'm just interested to see if anybody actually knows the answer to it. Aaron Johnson, no, not Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's what the new one's going to be called, though, apparently. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They took out the, which is fine. No, that's original. Maybe nobody knows this. Maybe it was a tougher question. I actually was thinking it was easier for whatever reason, because I was really following the movie leading up to it. Like, I mean, that even for me to say really, I was following it. I'm excited. You are excited for the new one, even after all the news. I want to be excited for it, but I just don't know if I can be. We're supposed to hear some news about it pretty soon. I think the release date. Thought it was actually we were going to find out this week, but we never did. Never got any news. Anyways, I'll be keeping an eye on that. When new news does drop for it, that'll be when my next show is. Maybe I'll do another show before that, depending on when the news drops. Okay, so nobody seems to know this, so I'll just come out and say I'm actually shocked. It was called Leatherface 3D. So they changed it from Leatherface 3D to Texas Chainsaw 3D. Hey, Aaron Johnson, did he get it before? I don't know if he got it before I got it. I said it or not. I turned my head away from the chat. Somebody asked me, should I give him points on that? Should I give him points on that? Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. It was not right. No, it was Leatherface 3D. It was originally called Leatherface 3D. So he was right, but I said it. I was turned away from the chat, and I turned, and it was there. So I don't know if he got in under the buzzer or not. Should I give him points on that, guys? I did. There was a delay. Okay. I think I'll give him points. You know, maybe you know what? Are you okay with me giving you half points? Because it took too long. It took too long. I'll give you half points. So I'll give you 1 point on that. It took too long. Yeah, 1 point is good. Okay, so now you got a good lead though. It's six points for Aaron. Yanni's got 4 points, and Carl, you've got 3 points. Still anybody's game. Still anyone's game, and we will see who wins. So we got one more question this round, and then we'll move on to round 3. Okay, so for this final question of this round, this question comes to us from John. John Evans. I think I'm not sure if John Evans is still in the chat or not. Our associate producer and business sponsor for the film. He suggested this question, and I thought, okay, I'll put this one in. Originally, I planned a different question, but we'll put this one in. Okay. Oh yeah, she's there. So, when in pre-production for making the original, Toby Hooper came up with the idea to use a chainsaw for the film from what? What was his inspiration for using a chainsaw in the film? as the weapon? That's the basic question. What was the inspiration for using a chainsaw? Hopefully this one's easier than the last one. I thought this was about a 2-pointer. I thought it was. We'll see. But again, you got to know Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Question mark. Oh, sorry. Al, because he's seen it at a hardware store. That works. Oh, but you're not in the competition, so no, we need more detail on that. Al, you're not in the competition. You had to get that perk. Violence in San Antonio, no. Carl Basila, in line at a hardware store because of all the lines. There was too big of a lines, and he saw the chainsaw there. So we'll give this to Carl. It was a line in a hardware store. The chainsaw was there. He thought, I'm gonna grab this chainsaw and cut through everybody. So that was the inspiration behind using a chainsaw. That brings Carl to within striking distance. Actually, it brings you into second place. You're looking at the score now. Carl's got 5, Yanni's got 4, and Aaron's got 6. It's a close game. It's going to come down to this final round. Who is going to win? Who is going to win? Yes, Al, if you want to get, this is a semifinal round because our campaign hit in demand. So the perk for Chainsaw Trivia is up on the campaign. If you want to be in the next semifinal round, you can do so just by getting that perk. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. There you go. Okay, moving along here. Yeah, there's so many questions you can ask about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Eh? Okay, sorry. Michelle Blasky, because he was in a sporting goods store. Yes, and frustrating. Yeah, you know it. You're not in the competition though either, Michelle. Again, if you guys want to be in the next one, which we're going to do probably in September, or we can kind of schedule anytime really around people's schedules. If you guys want to be in the next trivia that we're going to do, just get the perk on the campaign. It's only $15 Canadian, so I think it's 12 US. I think we converted that last night on the stream. $12 US to get into the next chainsaw trivia competition. But this one is between Aaron Johnson, Carl Basila, and Yanni Sigonius. Round 3, anyone's game. I won't be surprised if there are some questions here that you guys just can't get, but we'll see. We'll start with question 1 and go from there and just see how you guys do. What is the name of the actor who played Leatherface that killed the character Kemper in the remake? Who killed Kemper? What's the name of the actor that played Leatherface? You know now, Michelle. That's all good. And same with Al. Who played Leatherface in the remake and killed Kemper? Who killed Kemper? That's the question. But we want the actor's name, not the character name. We don't want Thomas Hewitt or anything. Eric Balfour. Nope. Eric Balfour is who played Kemper, I believe. Gunnar Hansen. Nope. Incorrect as well. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Have I stumped you? This is round 3, guys. They have to get tougher. They have to get tougher. So Aaron didn't get it. Yanni didn't get it. We'll just keep trying until somebody gets it. Carl hasn't even made a guess yet. We'll see. Who killed Kemper? Again, you probably find this out on Google. I just know. I just know the actor's name. It's probably in Google somewhere. He probably be listed on IMDb. Maybe I'm helping you guys too much. Probably. I didn't even search. I just know the guy's name. Thomas Hewitt. That's the character's name. That is the character of Leatherface. So we're not going for character. We're looking for the actor's name. The actor that played Leatherface in the remake and Killed Kemper. Name of the actor. Yanni's 0 for 2. Aaron's 0 for 1. And Carl is thinking. Carl's really probably just Google. Yeah, gotta make it tough, guys. It's for the chainsaw, guys. This is for the chainsaw. Andrew Berganarski, you're 0 for 3, Yanni. You're 0 for 3. Oh for 3. He's like, what? I know he's like, what? How am I wrong? You're wrong. And I'll tell you why you're wrong if anybody gets the right answer at some point. Jeez, let me see if I can find it. If I would think it would be listed on IMDb, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I would think IMDb would probably be the best place to figure it out because they list all the cast and everything. IMDb has changed their format quite a bit. So yeah, I don't see this person even listed. So maybe this person might not even be listed. Might be listed under a different department, like stunts. Could be listed under stunts. I'm not seeing him there either. Let's see. Let me go back to the chat and see if anybody got it. Jonathan Leapsman, nope. Bill Johnson, nope. Damn it. All wrong. All wrong. Yeah, these are tough questions now. So, yeah, not even I would have thought he would have been at least in stunts. And he's not even listed there. But I can see why too. That's why this is tough. Let's see. Is he listed anywhere on IMDb? Additional crew even. Not even seeing his name listed in additional crew. Might be one of those other things that you can only find on YouTube. It might be. Dan Yeager, Robert Jacks, all wrong. All wrong. I don't know if anybody's going to get this. I'm sure it's on the web somewhere. I know it's on the web somewhere because I've seen it on the web because I didn't know this until I saw it. But it's on there somewhere. I think I actually discovered it on Facebook, believe it or not. I think it was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre group. But also saw something on YouTube. Documentaries. Documentaries are always good. Sam Strike, nope. You're like naming every single Leatherface actor. But I don't think this guy would be quite considered a Leatherface actor. I don't think so. Again, I'm not even seeing him on IMDb, which is kind of, I would feel like he would be somewhere in IMDb. Not under additional crew. Yeah, he's nowhere. That's weird. This person actually deserves to be on IMDb, actually. I'll say that. That's unfortunate that he's not, actually. And I will tell the story that I know of. well, anyways, doesn't look like anybody's going to get this. It doesn't look like anybody's going to get this. Again, these are the tough questions, guys. So I can understand if you don't get them. I can understand people not getting. I really would have thought IMDb would have had this. I wonder what happens if you type in just Leatherface actors. I'm just curious. Seeing if his name shows this. See, they got Kane Hodder, who was only something very, very. He was not, didn't actually play him in the movie. So that's kind of weird that they'd have him, but they won't have this guy. This poor guy. Oh, I did find a site, though. I did find a site that might actually have it. But maybe not. Maybe not even this one. It says every actor that's played is missing a lot from what I can see. So I'm not neglecting the chat. No, nobody's getting it. Sam Strike was the last answer. Please don't let that be the last answer. Because that guy is not Leatherface. He should not ever be looked at as Leatherface. Ever. But yeah, not even Screen Rant has it. Every actor who played Leatherface. Well, you don't have every actor that played Leatherface. But yeah, if you search hard enough, you will find it. But I guess nobody's going to find this as well. It'd be nice to have at least one other answer after Sam Strike, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. So, oh, there you go. Tom Morga. At least we got that. That's at least somewhat acceptable, but that is still the wrong answer as well. So the correct answer on this, again, yeah, tough questions now. The correct answer is Brett Wagner. So he was the original person cast to play Leatherface in the remake. He was actually cast. Andrew Benarski is the one who famously played him for the rest of the movie, other than the first kill of Kemper. But yes, Brett Wagner is the actor that played him just for that first kill. And what happened was the stupid costume he's wearing, because it doesn't make any sense to be wearing stuff like that in Texas in the summer, because you're going to get heat stroke. And this poor actor did get heat stroke, Brett Wagner, and he had to leave. They had medics on set and everything. He couldn't keep doing it, because who the hell's going to wear that kind of clothing in Texas in the summertime? So anyways, a little bit of my knock on the costume design for the 2003 remake, which is a little bit of my beef with that movie. But yeah, that is why he ultimately did not end up playing Leatherface, because it was really, really heavy clothing and he had heat stroke. Brett Wagner is the correct answer. Anyways, we'll move along now. No points given on that, unfortunately. Hopefully, some of these 3-pointers are going. Maybe we ought to make them 4-pointers. I don't know. We'll see how tough they are. I don't know. That one was tough, obviously. I'm actually surprised there's nothing nothing easy. You will find it online if you dig hard enough. Obviously, if you type in the actor's name, it better come up. Something better come up if you type the actor's name. Brett Wagner. Is it the same Brett Wagner, Sons of Anarchy? Who knows? I think it is. It looks like the same guy. But it doesn't give you much for him. The poor, he's had like one thing with pro wrestling. Yeah, he was. Anyways, Yeah, that's unfortunate. Barely anything even comes up for the guy. But anyways, yeah, I found it when I put his name in. There you go. Yeah, so there you go. Next question. Hopefully this one won't be quite as hard. Sorry, guys. Sorry if it's too hard. Again, I thought it was fairly easy because I mean not fairly easy, but easy enough because I've seen it enough. I've watched enough documentaries and I'm a part of so many Facebook groups and whatnot that it's easy for me. Oh, have a good night, Heather. Thanks for tuning in. Um, where was I? Oh, yes. Here's another tough one. This might be tough to get. Actually, I don't know. Hopefully, if nobody's getting it, I'll tell you where I found it, where I know. I'll tell you where I know from. You guys might have to watch a little bit, anyways, because it's on YouTube. How long was the longest straight production shoot in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre? How long was their longest shoot straight without any breaks? It's a pretty tough one too. If we go a bit without anybody getting it, I will give a bit of a clue on where to find it, because I want you guys getting answers. I do, but they got to be tough, you know. Gotta be tough. Oh, you're so close. So close. Carl is very, very close. I don't know if that was just a wild guess, but you're close. Unless, of course, there's different info. There could be different info out there, but my source that I'm going off of says a different number. But if you have a source that says it was definitely 27 hours, Carl, share it with me. And if that is 100%, some of the you get different sources saying different things, but the source I'm going off of says a different number. Hey, Santi, how you doing? Finally made it. It's been long since I was on. It's actually been a couple weeks since I've even done one. More than 2 weeks, I think now. The last one I did was on my birthday, so it's 2 weeks and 2 days ago. So, and that was when we had Dave McRae and Bruce Dale on. That was awesome. It was so fun to talk to those guys. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, we'll be able to do another one next week. We should be able to do one next week. Hopefully, some new news is going to drop for the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre film by then. We'll see. We'll see. No other answers for this. No other answers for this so far. We had. Okay, you snuck it in there, Carl. Okay, yeah. So Yanni also said 27 hours. 26. That's right. But you also see 27 as well, eh? So wonder where you guys are seeing 27. So where I got 26 from, 26 is from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre documentary called The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Revisited: A Family Portrait, and the cast, the Sawyer family members cast talks about that shoot that lasted 26 hours in 115 degrees. So if you've seen that documentary, that's where they say it was a 26-hour shoot. Oh, you saw it on IMDb. So the two sources tells me it has to, even if it was 27. Carl had said 27 earlier, so I would still give that to him. So believe it or not, that puts Carl into the lead. Oh no, ties. No, it's the lead. Carl, you're in the lead. You were in last. Now all of a sudden you're in the lead. Yes, because these are 3-point questions. And even if it was 2, it's still the score now is Carl 7, Aaron 6, and Carl 8, Aaron 6, and Yanni 4. There you go. Yes, the dinner scene. That was pretty much this, and I think a little bit of what came after the dinner scene, I think, as well. I'm not sure if it was all of it, but They had it. As far as I know, it could have been the entire ending, but it was majority of it was the dinner scene. Yeah, it was not. It was not pleasant. Shot it all in a single day. It was the dinner scene was shot in a single day, totaling 27 hours from start to. Where does it say that? Does it say that on IMDb or Wiki or something? But either way, the documentary says 26 hours, so I was going off of that, which was from the actors' mouths, but information can be different. Either way, Carl said 27 first as well. So going off of that, yeah. But I'm interested to know where that source is. Screen Rant. Never trust a site like Screen Rant. Or IMDb would be the only thing that could be credible for that when it comes to online. I would say that the actors' mouths is a little bit more, unless it came from Toby Hooper himself. If it came from like somebody like Toby Hooper, that would make sense. But the actors in that documentary were all saying 26 hours. So go check out that documentary. It's actually a fantastic documentary. It was from 1988. Gunnar Hansen, Jim Seedow, John Dugan, and Ed Neal. Unfortunately, only two of those people are still alive. So it's a pretty fantastic watch, though. Definitely go check out that documentary. So, anyways, moving along. It's past 8:30 now, and we still got 3 questions left. So let's move along. Okay, here's a good one. What was the name of the competition that Drayton Sawyer won his award at in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2? What was the name of the competition he was in? Competition. These are tough questions. I don't know how many of these you can actually just find from Googling them. You might be able to find it. You might have to have that movie on standby and know where that scene is. And Drayton Sawyer's award for his chili. What was the name of that competition that he was in? No answers yet. But I think I'm having a little bit more latency than I normally do. On that was the one thing I was liking about StreamYard is that there was not as much latency. Now all of a sudden I have latency. Oh, come on, somebody's got to get this one. I'm sure YouTube at least has some scenes from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Oh, okay. So my info says it's not quite the same as what you've got, Carl, but very, very close. If I see something a little bit, my info says a little bit different than what you've got. But you could be right. You could be right. Let me go see if let me see if you are 100% right. I have to go check now. I have to go check. That title is so close that that I almost feel like you must be right, and I just may have missed something. Who knows? My info just might be a little bit wrong. We're just gonna look real quick. Okay, that doesn't say it, so that is wrong. So I'm not sure. Uh, oh, what a nice guy! Hey, everybody! John from Behind the Fiends said if it's okay, he'd like to offer all you guys the Chainsaw Family Bundle perk as a gift for participating today. What a nice guy. That's all I can say. Will you guys want that awesome perk? That's really nice of you, John. I'm just trying to double check to make sure I'm this shot. We'll see what happens here. No, it's I can't give this one to you, Carl. I just looked at the actual scene, but yeah, that is awesome though. What a nice guy, John. You are so awesome, John. You are awesome. Uh, and again, that's supporting the campaign again, guys. It's that's what a guy. I don't know what to say. I'm like speechless. The people I've met during this whole process of making a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film, it's unbelievable. Nope. You were much closer the first time, Carl. You're much closer the first time. That is said, that's where that line comes from, I believe. But that's not the name of the competition. Your first answer was very close. Yanni just said chili cook-off. Yeah. Oh, no worries, Yanni. Yeah, he has to take care of the littles. Well, if you come back, hey, you're still in the competition. You're still in the competition. If you make it back and somehow you are behind, but hey, you get that awesome perk from John, so that's awesome. No matter what, we're all winners here, and no matter what, you guys all got your names in the end credits as well. That was part of getting this perk as well. So, but thank you for tuning in, Yanni. If you make it back, you never know. One question right might get you over the top. So this one seems to be hard too. So I mean, it is on YouTube. I found it on YouTube, guys. I did find this on YouTube, so you can get it. You can get this one. It is definitely possible to get it. See if somebody. No, Texas chili OU cook-off. Let me just double check really quick, but I think that's kind of wrong too. Let me just double check again. Yeah. Yep, you are still incorrect. I can't give that. I would have. You're close. Both you and Carl are super close on this one. There's two possible answers I will accept on this one because there's the banner that says the name of a competition, and there's the name that the lady says, which are more or less close enough the same. I won't get into that too much. We'll see if somebody your guys are so close though. Somebody's got to get this one. Oh, and can't wait for the next one. Awesome, Yanni. And you know what? If you don't make it into the finals this round, you can get that perk again and enter the next one. Just saying. That's you guys can re-enter for the next semifinal. Yeah. Okay, we'll give it to Aaron, even though he said cook-og, but changed it to cook-off. Texas OU cook-off. And Carl, you were so close. I almost wanted to give it to you, but there's no California in it. It's the Texas, Oklahoma chili cook-off, and you missed chili. I think you put California instead of chili, and that. Oh, wait a sec here. I missed that autocorrect. Oh man. I see what you did there, and I missed that. I'm sorry, Carl. You put chili after and autocorrect. I was like, I didn't. Autocorrect sucks, I think is what you meant to put. I was all confused. I feel bad now. I have to give. I'm going to give you guys both points on that. I think technically I should give Carl one more point because he did put that in after. Hey, Stephanie, how are you doing, Stephanie? Stephanie is our newest associate producer. I was talking about that earlier about the referral program we did, and Stephanie busted her ass and earned that associate producer. So here's what I'm going to do, because Carl was way ahead and I kind of misread the chat. My apologies. I'm going to give Carl 3 points and give Aaron 2 points on that one, because I kind of mucked it up, and so you guys should both get some points for my muck up. But really, that yeah, gotta make it somewhat close, anyways, right? Because right now Carl is in the lead with 11 points. Aaron, you have 8 points. It's a 3-point difference. I think that's where we want going into these last two questions. Last two questions, guys. Are you guys okay with that? I kind of feel bad. I kind of misread the chat a little bit on that. So sorry about that. It happens. How's the game going? Other than me messing up messing up a few things. No, it's some of these are tough questions. These have been tough questions. I think there's only one answer nobody could get so far. Stumping them some. I am stumping them some a little bit. I try. I want to make it interesting. Okay, where was I? In Texas Chainsaw 3D, what is the name of Heather's mother? In Texas Chainsaw 3D, what is the name of Heather's mother? This might be seen as a bit of a trick question. The name of Heather's mother. Surprisingly chose a lot from Texas Chainsaw 3. The movie, but it is what it is. But that's kind of me trying to make it hard. If I think not many people are going to know it. No answers for that yet. No answers yet. Let's see who's going to get the answers right. Is anybody going to get the answers right? The name of Heather's mother. And I'm only accepting one answer for this. Some of you might think you could accept two answers. Only going to accept her mother, her real mother. Her real mother. Oh, right after I said real mother, Carl said Ariane Miller. No. Or Arlene Miller. Sorry. Dyslexic. That is incorrect. That is incorrect, sir. That is incorrect, sir. Her real mother. Scanning the movie tonight. Looked for you. Start up the night. Hey, Clyde's World. I don't know. Have you ever been in my chat before? Thank you for tuning in. There you go. We're just doing some Texas Chainsaw Massacre trivia. We got 2 questions left. We're seeing if somebody can get the right answer for this one. This you have to enter into the competition in order to do it. Okay, Carl, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. I would like the full name, but we'll give it to you. We know it's Sawyer. Loretta Sawyer is the name of Heather's mother, the birth mother, not the mother that raised her. So yes. So that's pretty much making it a runaway for Carl at this point. It's funny how Carl started in. Yeah, then Aaron got it. It's funny how Carl started in last place and now is all of a sudden in first. You just never know when you get to the tougher questions. Sometimes people prepare better for the tougher questions. So there you go. Sometimes. Let me see how tough is this last question though. It's pretty tough. Should I make this worth double to make it interesting? If it's worth double and Aaron gets it, then we can go into. Then it seems pointless to even do it because I mean, right now, Carl has got 14, and Aaron, you've got 8, so it would tie it if you got it if I doubled this. What do you guys think? We'll let Carl decide. Should I double the points on this last question? It's a little bit tough. It's definitely a little bit tough. Let me see if there's anything on the interweb. Let me see if there's anything on the interweb about this and see if it really is as tough. I want to see if it's hard to find or not. Let's just see how tough it really is. I know the answer, but how hard is it to find the answer? Yeah, you're not going to find anything on IMDb. I'm just seeing who was seeing if it's listed how easy this is to find. This was something I definitely saw in a documentary. So I know that this is true. It's up to her. Okay, let's make this double points because I think this will be super tough. I think it'll be pretty super tough. So if you're up for it, Carl, we'll do that. If you you don't care, honestly, you have a big lead, and so if Aaron gets this, then we will do a bonus question, and won't be a super hard bonus question. It won't be too hard. It'll be kind of who's fastest on the draw for the bonus question, pretty much. So for this last question, who was first considered to direct Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 from 1990? Who was the first director considered to direct that movie? Didn't end up directing it, but he was the first person they wanted, the studio, New Line Cinema or whatever, wanted to direct the movie. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Dennis Hopper? No. And you're not in the competition. Clyde's world. So even if you were right, you'd get it wrong because you're not in the but no, it wasn't Dennis Hopper. He was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, though. Yes. It's a tough one. This is tough. This I may have only seen it in a documentary. I'm not sure if I've seen it anywhere on Facebook or anything. You might have to search it on YouTube. You might have to search it on YouTube. It'll be tough. It'll be tough if nobody gets it after a certain amount of time. We're gonna wait all the way until we'll let this go until 9:05. 5 minutes past 9. That's 9 minutes from now. If nobody's got it by then Carl is the winner. And Carl will be a finalist. Tom Savini. Nope. It's not Tom Savini. Might surprise you. Might surprise you. The info is out there, but I think there's a good chance you'd have to look up. You probably have to look up Texas Chainsaw 3 Massacre 3 documentary on YouTube. That's probably the only way you're going to get the answer. That's probably the only way. Do it real quick, and you might find where it's said in the documentary. Because that's like pre-production. It'd probably be fairly early in the documentary. It would probably be within the first, 10, 15 minutes at least. Scroll through and nobody's gonna, I don't know. We'll get to 9:05. 8:58 right now. I know the answer. Boy, what a nerd I am. How do I know these? But I've seen all the different Texas Chainsaw Massacre documentaries, whether I like the movies or not, which in most cases is I don't. And I Google sometimes. I research stuff sometimes. I'm a bit of an internet researcher, But I like documentaries. I like watching documentaries on films. I wasn't not just Chainsaw. I watched the documentaries on the Halloween films as well. I'm a big Halloween fan, so nerds rule. I like that. Yeah, I'm definitely a nerd. Not a typical not like a smart did well in school nerd. I'm a movie nerd. A Star Wars nerd, if you may. I got the Star Wars poster back behind me. Boy, can I talk Return of the Jedi with you guys. Maybe sometime down the road. If I ever get back to doing my other movie show, Merlo's Mega Movie Chat, I did one episode. I think I have to do that in a live stream format too. Pre-recorded stuff just does not suit me. I just can't do it. I just don't know what it is. I just pre-recording stuff. Nope. Not for me. Got to do it live. Live, raw, chatting with you guys. That's where it's fun. So whenever I do get back to that, which I might, we'll do it. No, not Toby Hooper either. It's tough, eh? This is tough. We're almost at 9:00. Almost at 9:00, and nobody's got it yet. 9:00 now. 9:00, and nobody's got this answer. Got 5 more minutes, and then I'm calling it. Calling it at 9:05. See if anybody gets it. Oh, Carl Basilla. How did you do that? You pulled it out. Got it. It was Peter Jackson. Aaron Johnson. Jeff Burr did direct the movie. He was not the first person considered. Yes, Peter Jackson of the Lord of the Rings movies and whatnot, all that stuff. He was the first person that knew to direct Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. And there you go. That pretty much solidifies it. Carl Basilla, you are now a finalist. We're going to call you a finalist for Texas Chainsaw Trivia. I don't know if we'll do 1 or 2 more semifinal rounds. We'll see. But how about John Evans of Behind the Fiends podcast? doing something awesome for you guys that participated today, doing something awesome for the campaign. Awesome guy, and congrats to Carl for this round. And let's we'll set up round 2. We'll set up semifinals round 2, probably in September or so, September, October. We'll see if we're gonna do just one more or not. I don't know. We'll have to see how many questions I can come up with. I have to come up with a lot of questions. Maddie does art. Congrats. Behind the Fiends reviewer. Congrats, Carl. Everybody, this was awesome. This was an awesome time. And another successful Merlo's Movie Massacre and trivia. This is how many trivias have I done? Not that many, really. Did one for my 200 subscribers, 200, my 1,000 subscribers on this channel. We're at 1,300 now, so that was a while ago. But yeah, that was great, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Go check out our Indiegogo campaign. It's in demand. Keep sharing. Let's hit our first, our next, I will call it our next stretch goal, because technically this whole campaign is a stretch goal campaign. But if you want to enter Chainsaw Trivia for the next round, Carl Basile is the winner for this round, and he'll be in the finals. If you want to enter, get that perk in our campaign. It's only $12 US, I think. I think that's what we converted it to, $15 Canadian if you're in Canada. And yeah, you get to compete like these guys did tonight. And congrats to Carl Basile. And congrats to everybody for getting something out of it, because good old John from Behind the Fiends podcast, hey, awesome supporter. Behind the Fiends podcast is now a sponsor of our film, and John is also an associate producer of our film as well. And we are just so excited to have great people like him attached to this film. It's we're so looking forward to making this. So keep sharing it as much as you can. The more we raise, the better we can make the film. That's all I can say. The better we can make the film. We got lots of time on our hands, and we're not going to stress over raising funds now, because we hit our goal, and we can keep raising funds all the way till February. But at the same time, I do want to hit some more goals. I'd love it if we hit all of them. All of our stretch goals are listed in the campaign, by the way, and you'll get an idea of what they are, what we'll be able to achieve by hitting all those different stretch goals. So let's go on and try to hit stretch goal number 2, guys. Thank you guys all for tuning in to Chainsaw Trivia on Merlo's Movie Massacre, episode 39. So, geez, that means the next one is episode 40, right? There you go. Thank you guys. You guys all have yourselves an awesome night. Take her easy.